Hi all, this is Emma from Plan, Inspire, Create, and today I am going to be doing the first monthly review in my Just 90 planner. So I brought out a whole series of videos in December showing you how I was using my Just 90 planner, which is the goals planner that I'm using, which helps you set goals and achieve them within just 90 days. And I really enjoyed sharing that process with you. So already the first 4 weeks has passed and I need to review my first month and how that's gone and whether I have kept up with the actions, and I can tell you now that I have not. So we're going to have to do some adjusting. Mostly that was outside of my control. I got stuck waiting for other people, as I'll explain, but I thought it would be a good example to go through with you what happens if things don't go as you initially planned and how you can rejig things to get back on track. So let's head over to my planner and I will show you how I do my review and how I get back on schedule. So I'm here with my Just 90 planner and I'm going to flick to month 2. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to flick to the end of month 1, which is the end of month check-in. And it's got a bunch of questions that are going to help me evaluate my progress this month and kind of move me forward and motivate me for month 2. So I'm going to grab my pen and I am going to go ahead and fill this out, and then I will come back and show you what I wrote. Okay, so I've completed the end of month check-in, but before I share this with you, I thought what might be useful is to flick back and show you what I wrote in my month 1 plan. So what I wrote was I would be focusing on all 4 of my projects, which are moving house, transforming my home, my brand refresh and restructuring how I work, but I would mainly be focusing on moving home and the brand refresh. Then I had a list of tasks that I hope to have achieved. Spoiler alert, none of those have been done. And 3 of those have been done. What key milestones will I need to reach to be sure I'm on track? So move into new property, that didn't happen. Complete redecorating, that didn't happen. All large items for the house purchased, that didn't happen. So as you can see, we've missed a lot of milestones here. And then the new brand look for Plan, Inspire, Create will have been announced. That did happen. So success. Do I have any fears about my monthly plan and what potential obstacles can I identify? I said that Vlogmas was taking up a lot of my time in December. And I wanted some time off over Christmas, but they weren't the things that actually ended up delaying me, which I'll come to. Then I had a plan for how I was going to overcome those, which I did. And then what excites me about the monthly plan, I could actually be in my own home and I get to publicly share what I've been working on behind the scenes. So the second one came true, the first one did not. So let's go to the end of month check-in. So what am I most proud of this month? I wrote that I shared my new brand look and everything is looking really cohesive. So across all the different platforms like Etsy, Patreon, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, everything is looking a lot more cohesive. And I said, I think it really shows the hard work that I've put in behind the scenes. So considering that I'm disappointed with where things are, it's really nice to be able to check in with something you're proud of. Then what habits or practices worked well and helped me achieve my plans? So I wrote having my Kanban board always visible, and I did a video on how I've set that up, which I'll link below for you. and then checking in weekly with my Just 90. So that really worked well. So I'd already broken down everything in advance here. So I've got plans for week 1, week 2, week 3 and week 4. So on the house move projects, obviously those plans went out the window, and I'll explain that in a sec, but the brand refresh, things were broken down by week, and either I would carry forward things that I hadn't achieved, but then I would also add to my main everyday planner things that I needed to get done that week. So it really helped having this done in advance. I've now completed the following projects. None. I didn't plan to have any completed by the end of month 1 though, so that's fine. Did I achieve everything I hoped to achieve by the end of this month as set out in the monthly plan? And if not, what prevented me from achieving what I planned? So I wrote, no, sad face. But I achieved everything that was within my control. So I felt like that was an important distinction. Like, let's not be really hard on myself. Where I wasn't waiting for other people, I did all those tasks. So I said the house move projects were blocked through other people not completing their actions as promised, and I did everything I could to chase and try and move this along. So basically what happened was the house move project completely stalled because the first actions on that were exchanging contracts, and there's been difficulty getting hold of the people on the other side of the sale and getting their paperwork. My stuff's all ready to go, and I did everything I could to chase it. Obviously, everybody closed over Christmas, so I had a small window of time to get that chased before Christmas, and then I've started chasing again after. But because we haven't exchanged contracts, obviously, I'm no closer to actually completing and getting the keys. That meant that I couldn't do any of the actions on that project, and I couldn't start the transforming the home project because I don't have a home to transform currently. It's frustrating massively because I am a third of the way through. I know that I have potentially some major surgery coming up, which is going to take me out of action during this 90 days. And I feel, majorly like things are not on track now where I wanted them to be. I have made some decisions on it. I have communicated to everyone that this needs to happen by the end of January. I need to have the keys by the end of January. If I don't, then I will pull out of the sale and I will have to look for something else after my surgery and just start again, because I feel like there's got to be a line in the sand somewhere. This has been ongoing since last July and it can't just be open-ended. I need to cut my losses and start to look for something else. So it might be that this goal is not achievable at all, or it might be that this goal, suddenly everything launches into action and it's all action stations, and perhaps I don't get completely as far as I wanted, but I can make a lot of progress by the end of the 90 days. It's really feels like it's going to be one extreme or the other. And it's a bit of a watch this space. So I need to think about that in my plans moving forward. So the next question is, what might I be able to do differently next time to help me stay on track? And I've said, leave more time than expected to account for delays that are outside of my control. And then what is motivating me as I move into the next month? I've said, I really want to see progress in the areas that I got stuck in. So I feel like frustration is driving me forward, which isn't always the best motivator. However, it is a motivator. And considering where I am with this, I had a plan. I was really motivated. I was ready to really throw myself into things. And I've not been able to make progress on one of my goals at all. And that's really disheartening. It really is. But is quite a true to life situation that a lot of people go through. Things crop up. That isn't what I thought was going to delay me. But never underestimate the impact of how slow other people can be, because they're clearly not feeling as motivated as I was feeling. But I'm hoping they get some motivation and that we can start to move forward. So that's wrapped up my month 1 section, and I'm now going into month 2. So month 2 says, you got through your first month and I am so proud of you, which is nice. I needed that little boost. Now you're entering the middle of the 90 days and this can be a tricky period. You had that burst of motivation at the beginning and likely hit the ground running. Kinda yes, kinda no. But now you're in the middle, it can be easy for motivation to dwindle. And we don't want this to happen. One of the key benefits of the 90-day planning system is that every day counts. So take a bit of time now to review the following: your vision, your goals, your project pages, and your vision board. Focus on the why. What are the reasons you're taking these steps each month, week, and day? This should keep you focused and give you another surge of motivation to carry you forward. Then the following pages provide you with space to replan months 2 and 3, which we definitely need, taking account of where you are now after month 1. You'll then plan out your weeks for the rest of this month and you can get going. So I'm going to do just that. I am going to go back and just review the vision, goals, project pages and vision board with you quickly. So if we go to right back to the beginning, what I would quite like to do is just put some little page flags on those key pages, but I can flick to them easily enough. I know where they are. So this is my vision, and the areas I'm working on at the moment are home and family, professional and financial. So I will go through those with you. So I will have a home that I make my own where I can feel more independent. It will be a calm and safe space that reflects me and the things I enjoy, and I'll put regular effort into maintaining the relationships with those I love. Then professional, work will not be at the expense of my health or other areas of my life. I will grow my business with a focus on creating products and content that help others lead a happier and healthier life, and I will have a clearly defined, recognisable brand. So already reading that, I'm feeling a little buzz because I feel like in that last bit, I've taken big steps towards that, and yeah, that feels really good. Financial. I will grow my business with the aim of achieving financial independence, and I will spend mindfully on things I truly need and that bring joy to my life, with more focus on experiences and memory making. So my goals do hit these other areas, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to focus on sharing those with you because I know that those are the main ones that these goals focus on. But you can go back and watch my whole video on that, and I will delve into this in more detail. Then my goals. So I had 2 goals for this 90-day period. The first one is I will have my own home that reflects me and my needs. And that will help me move closer to my vision because I'll feel more independent and I'll have my own space that reflects me and the things that I enjoy. If I don't achieve this goal, it could have a negative impact on my mental health. I won't have access to my things as they're in storage, and I'll have limited space for work. So yeah, feel a little bit down about that, but all is not lost. Then goal number 2. I will generate £600 in profit over the 90 days. This goal will help me move closer towards my vision of financial independence. And what could happen if I don't achieve this goal? Things will be uncertain financially and affect how I live. It will be stressful and have an emotional impact. So those are my goals. Then I had 2 projects under each goal. So project 1 was and is move house, and it'll help me work towards the goal that I'll have my own home that reflects me and my needs. And I have all my actions here, of which I have not completed any, and I should be down to here. I should be there. I should only have these few left, but we are where we are. Then project number 2, I will transform my home into a space that reflects me and my needs. I will reflect monthly on how it feels in the space. That was a habit. Obviously, I'm not going to do that this month because I'm not in. And then I should be up to here. So I should be about halfway down the list of actions in this project, and I haven't been able to start any because I haven't moved house. So yeah, moving swiftly on. Project number 3 was complete the brand refresh, and I should be down to here, announce the new brand look, and that is exactly where I am. So I am going to get a little pencil and I'm actually going to tick these off. So I did my sneak peek with patrons, I've done new logo stickers, I've changed logos everywhere, and I've done an Etsy banner, a YouTube banner, a Patreon banner. I actually thought of loads more things and I added those in and did those. And then I've announced the new look. And I've started redesigning the Patreon illustrations. I've just got a little bit to finish off on that. But that is actually majority done. So I'm a little bit ahead of schedule on that one, which is good because obviously I was behind on the others and I wanted to even it out a little bit. So there's just a few things left to finish on this project. And then project 4 was restructure how I work. And the only thing that needed doing this month was list the different types of tasks that you carry out, which I have done. Tick. So, not too shabby on the projects related to my business goal. Those went really well. But again, it was the house move that kind of let things down. And then we've got my vision board, which is in the back here. So I kind of split it by page. So it's really good actually to revisit the one for the home because it kind of reminds me why I'm going through the stress. And perhaps I need this quote here that says, chin up, beautiful, you're not struggling, you are simply mid-conquer. Yeah, I'm mid-conquer, that's all. I'm just mid-conquer. But it's... Yeah, it's good to have those visuals and think about like the why of it all. And then in terms of this one over here, this was more about my work goals. Yeah, I feel good about that. I feel good about where I am with that. But some of these images are kind of reminding me of the tasks that are to come, and I'm feeling motivated to kind of get on with the next stage. So I really like the vision board exercise and I really like revisiting it because I think if you don't revisit it, it doesn't really serve its full purpose. So yes, I'm going to flick back to month 2. And now is my time to replan months 2 and 3. And then I have my weekly actions. So what I'm actually going to do is take these pages out, week 6, 7, 8. That's quite a lot of pages. I'm going to take those out and I'm actually going to reference what I did in month 1 while I'm working this out, because obviously I need to take into account what I said I was going to be doing and what hasn't been done when I make these plans moving forward. So I'm going to fill in these pages and I'll come back and talk you through it. Okay, so I finished month 2 the section of setting it up, and I'll talk through what I decided on. I actually went back and edited a couple of things in here when I had a look at the actual project dates. So the kind of order I did things in was to do my reset up of my plan for month 2 and 3. Then what I did was go back to my project plans. So where are we? These ones here, and I erased the dates that I'd written in pencil, and I rewrote out the dates that would have to change. And once I'd had a look at that and had a look what seemed realistic, I did actually change a couple of the milestones in here in terms of what I said I'd complete by when, just so I had a more realistic plan. And then I went through and I split things over the different weeks. So for month 2, I said I would be focusing on all the projects, but mainly focusing on moving home and the brand refresh. What I hope to have achieved is moved into the new property or decided whether to continue. So I've put project complete one way or another. Either I'm moving into the new property, or I'm just not doing it at all at this point in time. I will have ordered any furniture, done unpacking and redecorating. I will have got my patrons involved in choosing new packaging designs. I will have done time tracking of my work tasks and decided if my current workload is feasible and think about adjusting as necessary. I'll have come up with new structure ideas in how to work, and I will have explored streamlining and automation. So what key milestones will I need to reach to make sure I'm on track? I've said I will need to have moved things from storage, and I will have completed the main redecoration of my house. So not everything complete on those. And I will have completed my brand refresh project. And in terms of the restructure, I will be kind of finished with the initial planning phase. So do I have any fears about the monthly plan? Are there any obstacles I can identify? I've said the house move is uncertain and reliant on other people, and I now have more to do in a shorter period. Plus, I have a heavier workload while creating ahead of time because of planned surgery I have and the downtime that I'll be out for. How can I overcome these fears and obstacles? I've said I can only do so much to chase the house move, but I've set a deadline where I am going to decide to pull out of this purchase or not. I can seek support from others, and I will have to prioritise. What excites me about this monthly plan? There will be more certainty, either moving or not moving, not just open-ended uncertainty, which is how it feels like it's been for some time now. And I could be completing my first project, which is the brand refresh project. It will be nice to get one ticked off by the end of month 2. And then for month 3, I've said that I will be focusing on transforming the home and restructuring work. I'll have all projects completed. I'll feel more settled in my new home. I'll have a content library. I'll have a new plan for approaching work. I'll have a forward plan for the next 3 to 6 months, and I'll be implementing a new structure. So key milestones is everything done by the end of month 3. What fears do I have? I will likely be having surgery and be in recovery. I'm not sure what this will be like, and I will not be as far along with my home projects as I'd like due to initial delays. How can I overcome them? Know that recovery comes first, and I have to be flexible and prioritise, and I can ask for support from others. And what excites me about the monthly plan is that the restructuring project should bring more balance to my life. And then over the next 4 pages, I have planned out each of my weeks. So I started by putting the dates in, the week commencing, and then I went through my project pages with the revised dates, and I split the tasks over these weeks. In this coming week, I'll be chasing the exchange and focusing on the brand refresh tasks. Then the week after that, I will be focusing mainly on restructure tasks. The week after that will be a heavy house move week if all goes to plan, and just another brand refresh task in here. And then this last week is mainly about the house move and starting the transforming the home projects. So the weeks are a bit themed, which is nice. I like it when I can make it fall like that, if it works that way, because it's just easier than switching between different goals. It keeps me focused on one thing at a time. And I feel a lot better about things now that I've had time to think about how I could get back on track, what might still be in my way, and kind of give myself that little boost and feel rejuvenated going into the second month. So I plan to do my second month review off camera. I'm not going to film that one because it will fall right as I will have had my surgery. So I'm going to do it in my downtime, and I'll be taking a break from videos at that time. But I'll update in how I'm getting on over on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me there, follow me at Plan Inspire Create, and you can see how I'm getting on. And then I will come back and share the last wrapping up with you at the end of the 90 days and be setting up for the next 90 days. So if you like this video, please like it and consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber already. And I will see you next week for another video. Bye.